Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. How we doing, everybody? It's a beautiful Monday. It's a beautiful Monday. How could I forget what day it was? Eric, I am very much looking forward to watching your tutorials, your special TooTallToby sheet metal tutorials. Every day I'm like, I'm watching them today. And I watch the beginning and then I end up having to, you know how it is. You know how it is. Simon says, what's in the merch shop? Women's shirts, $26.50. Men's shirt, $1. I don't think that's right. I think they're actually working on my team's working on the merch shop right now. So, I was teaching all morning, guys. So I'm like a little hoarse, but I got a good tasty beverage here to help my throat. We got to make sure that we don't blow out our voice on Monday. We got a few more days of teaching to go here. Can't end up blowing it out right away. Saying hello to everybody. What's up, Will? What's up, Paulo Coco? Simon is here. What's up? Mr. Alex is here. X area. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. John is here. Welcome, Jern. Victor K was here and had to leave. Aaron C says this time works out perfect. Good. All right. I'm glad it works out perfect. Maybe I'll teach more classes in the mornings and then we'll just do it at this time. Maybe this time is better. I don't know. We'll have to watch the analytics and see how people are doing. Vicky Chong in the chat says merch shop has been updated. Prices should be good now. Thank you very much, Vicky Chong. Nice work. Glenn is here as well. What's up, Glenn? Welcome. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Model Monday Live. We're gonna try and do a little bit of speed modeling actually today with Onshape. I'm gonna see if I can do all 5 of the parts from the tournament this weekend. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch the tournament this weekend, it was epic. It was everything that you could ask for and more. It was totally amazing. Wait, where's my regular chat here? I guess we're going with this chat today. Interesting. I don't have the cool rollbacky chat today. We have to double check that for next time. But yeah, the runs that we saw this weekend were absolutely epic. The big change was we're now in the Sweet 16. We're in the round of 16, and the models are getting tougher. You know, there's no getting around it. The models are getting a lot tougher now. We saw more mistakes and misentries for the answers this weekend than I think we've seen so far to date in the tournament. And that's why. That's because we're moving into this round of 16. And so there was 5 models that were run this weekend with our Inventor versus Onshape and Answer Space Claim versus Katia. And the you know, I see Ivan in the chat. What's up, Ivan? Says, love the models this last weekend. Yeah, the models are definitely getting tougher. So this is what it's all about. You know, we go into the round of 16. It's not only about being able to quickly draw a rectangle or circle and extrude it, but you got to be able to really think about what's being asked for from the model and how to create that model. So today I'm going to do things a little differently. I'm going to try to actually model up all 5 of those models in our short time together. So I'm going to have to really kind of cruise through this thing. Jern is in the chat saying, man, that oven knob was tricky. Tried modeling the handle portion using a loft, but it was out of tolerance. Yep, it's got to be conical. It really does need to be conical. That means it needs to be a revolve. That's exactly right, Jern. John knows it. He knows for sure what's going on there. So we're going to try and do all 5 of those challenge models from this weekend. If you guys like this kind of stuff, don't forget to like the channel. This is the best way that you can support this channel, is to like the channel. And of course, get out there and share and reshare. Let other people know what we're doing here in the channel, because this is the best way to grow the channel. If you can get one person to come with you to the next episode of Model Monday Live, if you can get one more person to watch the tournament this weekend, you know, that's a great way to kind of leverage network effect. If you can all get somebody to watch it, and then they can get somebody to watch it, they can get somebody to watch it, we can really network this thing out. So if you're in any CAD groups, if you go to a users group, if you know, anything you can do to just kind of spread the word, get more people to come and watch us on Saturday, watch us in Model Monday Live, sign up on the website. You know, these are all good things we can do to help continue to grow the channel. It really does help. It really is the best way you can support the channel. And of course, you know, smash that like button. Alrighty, huge shout out to the crew at SolidBox. The crew at SolidBox is going to be joining me on November 11th for the finals here in Lansdale, PA. So if you guys are interested in coming to the finals at the beautiful Holiday Inn in Lansdale, PA, let me know. We're gonna get a sign up form out there for everybody pretty soon. But let me know what you guys think, if you can come, and if you want to come hang out with the guys from SolidBox. They are an amazing partner. They've always been an amazing partner to the show and also to the community. Check them out, mysolidbox.com. Great group of guys over there. Let's get into our first challenge, because we are going to be really trying to speed model 5 parts in about 50 minutes. We're going to see if we can get them all done here in this next 50 minutes. And that means you guys got to get started with your challenges. The basic rules are that you guys are going to take a 2D print, turn it into a 3D model, calculate the mass, and enter that mass into the YouTube chat. You can use any CAD package as long as you use a correct specified precision, as long as you can input density and output mass. The first correct answer in the chat wins. These are the units that we use during Model Monday Live. So if you're here for the first time, welcome, and make sure you just take a moment and do a screen capture of these materials, of these units, and make sure that you've got these materials and units in your library so that you can model right along with this amazing crew in the chat today. The advanced rules are, this is meant to be fun and good-spirited. I will make a mistake from time to time. Like the first model that I show you today, I think I might have actually shown you guys this one before in Model Monday Live. So if I have, you have to tell me, and I'll make up for it next week. And of course, the Ivan exploit is permitted. Ivan the Reasonable in the chat with us today. The Ivan exploit is permitted. All right, guys, here we go. That's it. That's it. We're getting right into it here today. Like I said, we're going to be moving fast today. Oh, where's my music here? Wait, when I go to this screen, the music isn't playing? Or it is still? Oh, it is still. Okay. All right, good. Thought I lost something there. All righty. So here we go. We're going to go with our first challenge here. And this challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, go. Triple port. Do we have this one before? You guys are going to have to tell me. What is the mass of this part in XXXX grams? Tolerance is plus or minus 2 grams. This is one that I lifted from the tournament last year. Fun model. Lots of cool, tricky geometry in this thing. This is going to give you guys a little bit of a challenge, I'm sure. A little bit of a feature creation. These are the kinds of models I like when the order of feature creation really matters. It can really mess you up if you do things in the wrong order. So, good luck on this one. It's a tricky model. I'm going to be drinking my delicious emergency today. Sahil says, can I get a discount on the Onshape subscription? I don't know. Not from me, that's for sure. I use the Onshape free version. So the free version does everything that I want it to do. I mean, the professional version is absolutely a bargain considering all the stuff you get from it. It's a great deal. But I understand that it's hard. You got to get that first job or two locked in, start saving up that money so you can justify the price of some of these CAD packages. I think Onshape is an absolute steal even at full price. It's a super capable product. Just reading through some of the chat here as you guys are doing this. Went through the weekend models. Some of the ones that looked difficult turned out to be easy when you've got time to think. Yeah, no kidding. It's the truth. That is the truth. That's kind of the beauty of creating these challenges. And hopefully the audience gets to enjoy that beauty in watching our runners, struggling a little bit here and there. It's fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. All right, guys, quick reminder here. The new TooTallToby site is up and running, and there is lots of cool stuff happening on that site. First of all, the leaderboard is up. So if you like speed modeling and you want to take a speed modeling challenge, model these 3 parts as fast as you can, post a video of yourself doing it. Wow, it looks like Mr. Alex got a sub 3-minute time. That's pretty impressive. As did Chadwick. So 3 models in under 3 minutes. That's pretty darn impressive. So if you want to challenge yourself, we got the new leaderboard up. It's looking beautiful. All the information you need is on there. Also, if you want to collect some artwork that has to do with the ecosystem of TooTallToby, there are NFTs available. These are true NFTs running on the Cardano blockchain, and you can check these out at TooTallToby.com. Here's one for the Ivan exploit. It's beautiful. Talks all about what the Ivan exploit is. Love it. Here's one for the 2D printer. Gotta love the 2D printer, the new 2D printer. Got to print out all those practice models from the new 2D printer. Wow, Will already coming in with a time. That's amazing. I haven't even started my first model, but it's a good reminder. I should stop messing around. I should get us into the speed modeling challenges for today. So let's go. Thank you, Will. You got me focused here. Quick talk about the tournament. We talked about it this weekend. We had our first in our matchup of the Sweet 16 with Fabien Pierre versus the Golden Spamfish running Onshape in dark mode. The Golden Spamfish took it down. Super genius giving us some super chat here. Should add flex hose nipples on all the connectors to change that up. Yes, I agree on the triple port. I think that's a good idea. Thank you very much, super genius, for the super chat. Very much appreciated. So yeah, this weekend we saw the Golden Spamfish come out victorious. He's going to be our first member in the Elite 8 on October 21st. Then we moved over to the blue bracket. We saw Juiced, who almost didn't make it to the tournament. He was running late, but he got there. Going up against Mohammed, they went to 3 matches. So they had their first model. Juiced won the first model. The second model was a push. Neither runner got the correct answer. And then the third model, Juiced, took it down. Moves on to the round of 8. We've got all of our members of the Sweet 16 listed here. These are all going to be really interesting matchups. I see a time has come in here from Ivan the Reasonable. Very nicely done. Once again, reminding me to keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Check us out. Aaron C is in the chat. Aaron C is going to be competing this week. Be sure to join him, cheer him on. SolidWorks versus SolidWorks. Jed Hightower. I don't know if Jed's in the chat today or not. I thought I saw him earlier, but Jed Hightower versus Aaron C. Definitely going to be a good matchup. Imants, the younger brother of the current reigning world champion, going up against JMD, the number 2 seed, or number 3 seed, number 2 or 3, in the tournament. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. Here's the models from this week. We had the hub. We had the multi-shaft. We had the oven knob. We had the mount plate. We had the angle guide. So here are our models from this week. All of them were in grams. Nobody rolled the wheel and got the pounds models. So let's take a look at how we would model this thing in Onshape. We're going to try and do all 5 of these before we let out for the hour. It's going to be a speed modeling frenzy, but we're going to enjoy ourselves, and we're going to talk a little bit about how we would approach some of these challenges. So for a challenge like this, I think what I would do is I would probably create this shape first, revolve it. Then I would create this shape here, the tombstone shape. Maybe I would create the rib as well and the counterbore. Then I would pattern that, and then I would finish up by going through the middle here and cutting everything out. The reason we save that cut for the end is because it's going to allow us to create this tombstone shape a little bit more easily, because we know that we're going to be able to do some overlap. So just like what you guys do in Model Monday Live, I'm going to take a screen capture of this. Of course, if I'm going too fast here and you want to watch this afterwards, you can rewatch the recording, or maybe I'll even just post this as a standalone video. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to take a screen capture of this. I'm going to jump into Onshape here. So here we are, onshape.com/free. Sign up for Onshape today, onshape.com/free. Let them know that TooTallToby sent you. Been having a good time with the crew at Onshape, creating lots of different fun stuff. So let's create a new document here. I'm going to call this document 23-T-48-hub. That way, if you want to look up this model, you can search for it under that name. Front plane, begin a sketch, orient my view, S key, create a line here that's going to come over. That's going to have a distance of 125/2. Create a line that comes down here to a distance of 90. Create a line that goes down at an angle here. Bring this thing over to close and bring it up like so. And then that angle is going to be 35°/2, 35/2. And then the total height of this thing is going to be 175. And it's just that easy, nice fully defined sketch. Let's take that fully defined sketch and turn it into a revolve. Whoops. We want the whole sketch. I always get hung up on the revolve pre-select. Come on, baby. Let's try it again. Revolve. Axis. Boom. That's what we wanted. All right, let's take this plane here, and we can jump into a new plane at a set distance. That distance is going to be 65 millimeters. So there you can see that we're going to be jamming that plane down to that location. Of course, we could also extrude from that location, but I like to do that with the plane creation there. So we're going to come around, touch the end point, come around again, close this thing off like so. And then we're going to take this point and make them vertical. And now we are ready to start dimensioning this. So it looks like that bolt circle, that 220 BC, that's a bolt circle. That bolt circle is going to be 220/2 because it's radius. And this guy is going to have a radius out at the top of 38 in 3 places. And that's going to get extruded to a depth of... I saw that, I think it was Golden Spamfish when he was making this feature, he made it too thin. Or no, maybe it was Fabian when he was making this feature, he made it too thin. Let's jump into a hole command. Let's do a customized hole here with the hole callout telling us that this is going to be 18 through by 30 with a depth of 10. And then I'm going to use this option here for select mate connectors. That way I can wake up the center of that arc for that whole location. And now on this, the right plane, I'm going to begin a new sketch, get normal 2, and we're going to create a line here like so and make that coincident to that edge using the I key. And this is going to have a distance. This is from the section view from this plane at 90. And this is going to have an angle here of 45. And then this is something that there was commentary on this. Todd and I were commenting on this too. It seems like in the tournament, whenever somebody needs to create something that's touching a cylindrical face, they just like forget how to do stuff. And you want to remember that especially tools like the rib command are going to really help you in that spot because they're going to extrude up to next in that direction that you need. So just, you know, try to remember that you've got tools in the software that are going to help you with these types of challenges, because otherwise you run into like tangency and zero thickness issues, and you can avoid a lot of that frustration by just learning how to leverage the rib command and letting it go up to next and kind of fill in across that tangency. So just remember that. And with that, we're ready to jump into a circular pattern. Now, I'm just curious here. I wonder if I can do this entire body as a circular pattern. And then if it will let me do that as an add. So I'm going to do that as 3 and as an add. And that way I don't have to go and pick the different features. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I only have 1 part down here. I didn't end up with 3 separate parts. That is pretty sweet. So now for this last one, I could do it as a... I think I'm going to do it as a cut extrude, and then I'm going to do it as a whole. So I'm going to start a sketch here. I'm going to create a sketch. I could do it as a revolve too. Probably either one would be pretty good. But I'll do it as a cut extrude, and then I'll do it as a hole with a counter bore. So this is going to go to a depth of 80. And then I'll just drop in another hole there. Actually, you know what? With the way that this is dimensioned, maybe I'm better off just doing this. Should have just done this as 3 concentric circles in that one sketch, probably. It's probably how Eric would have done it. Oh, great. And I missed the center on that one. See this? I get so close to the end, and then I just end up completely falling apart. All right, so now this is going to be removed to a depth of 120. From this, specify the merge scope, and then I'll finish off here. I definitely should have done this as a revolve. I can see that the chat is lighting up. I'm not reading it because I'm like in the zone, but I'm sure that you guys are like, why aren't you doing it as a revolve cut? What's wrong with you? Okay, so then we'll make this through all. All right, not that bad. There we go. Over here, my materials. So assign material. This is going to come from the TooTallToby custom library. And this is going to be ABS. Wow, this part must be pretty big. And then we're going to do a mass properties on this thing. And the answer, 1450. 1450. And I don't know if that is correct or not. I got to look at my special. 1450. That is correct. Yes, we did it. We did it, guys. Nice job. GG, everyone. All right. Yes, 1450. And that is correct. That is the correct mass for that part. And that was I think that was the first model that they did on Saturday. Let's see here. Accidentally started on IPS instead of MMGS and absolutely blew my time. Glad it was just practice. Nice, Aaron C. Yeah. Getting the chance to practice a little bit there. Again, outside diameter 60 millimeters, but in my mind, take it like 55. My mind, take it like 55. So I have the same thickness, injection pressure. Yeah. Yeah. Merge with all. Use a pattern and merge with separate bodies instead of having to do a union. Yeah, that's cool. That's what I was wondering about there. That was pretty cool that worked. All right, cool. 1 down. 4 to go. Let's go. Let's keep this moving. All right, next part here. Multi-shaft. Pretty cool part here. It's got a little bit of weirdness up in this area, right? How are you going to get to that geometry created? One of the things that was kind of interesting about this part was watching the runners where one of the runners created this shape first and the other runner created this shape first. And so that was pretty interesting just to kind of see like how the mind works of these different runners. It's always, you know, that's I think the thing that is most enticing about this competition is being able to see how different people attempt to create this geometry using different techniques. But I think that for me personally, it just makes sense for me to create this shape first. I think the big reason why is because this dimension and this dimension are really what are defining, you know, this location here and this angle for that shape. You can certainly do it in either order. It's not a feature dependency or anything, not like last time, but I just think it just makes a lot of sense to me. It's just very intuitive. It's kind of how I intuit my way through that model. So let's give this one a try. If you guys want to follow along with, feel free to grab a screen capture, but you got to grab it fast because we are running up against the clock here today. So I'm just going to make this a new part studio. So I'll just do create part studio. Although then you guys aren't going to be able to search it, huh? All right, you know what? Scratch that. I'll make a whole new document. Make it easier for you guys to search it if you want. So create document 23. Oh, okay. 23T 42 multi-shaft. Let's go. Let's see how long we can do this one in. So like I said, for me, I'm going to be looking at this thing from a top view. It just makes sense to me to do it that way. Oh, I could have even dropped in a dimension there. Already missing spots where I could save time. All right. And then we'll take this and we'll just press Q to make that construction. I mean, we don't have to model the whole thing at once. This is one of these models where if I'm speed modeling it, I'm probably going to just model the whole thing just because, you know, I'm just like so in the zone and so, you know, kind of like, I don't want to be too clever to the point where it's going to end up costing me time. But, you know, that sort of cuts both ways, I guess you could say. All right, so from here to here, 100. And then I think this time I am going to put in some of those other features. Maybe I'll mirror these features. That should help people be happy with my technique. I'll just mirror those features. That's totally makes sense, right? All right, so let's take this up to, let's include this region too. Yeah, I probably am not doing this elegantly at all. 30? No, 20. 20 for that lower base. Yep. And then I'll take that same sketch again and I will extrude that. This time I will choose to extrude just this region. And that's going to go up to 30. And then I'll take this face and extrude it to remove through all. You don't need to make a sketch. You can just extrude through all. And then I'll take those two. I'm going to mirror, and I'm going to say features to mirror. And I'll take those two and mirror them about this. Okay. We're good. We're good. Nobody make fun of me, okay? Right? Front plane. Begin a sketch. Get normal too. And we're going to create now that other shape, which the other shape is kind of interesting. It's interesting because this is one of these spots where it actually will really benefit you to kind of lay out the geometry as you're going. So like this shape here has a diameter of 80 and has a height of 60. And so creating that and kind of including that in that first shape is going to really help you to visualize the rest of this design. So if you create that first, you're going to understand that, you know, for example, from the midpoint of this one down to the midpoint, that's going to be an important location. So maybe you take that and just make it a construction line, but kind of set yourself up for these next features that need to be created here. So like it's going to be from that midpoint that we create this line, which comes up to a height of, what does that one go up to? 40. So this goes up to 40, and then this comes across like so, and then runs into its tangency here, and then runs up and around into this other tangency. Then there's a straight line, and then there's another tangency this way. So like having that there's so much loose that's happening with this sketch that just having that at least kind of anchoring down that one location is so valuable. You know, and so now I'm just going to go around and make sure these are all tangent. I think most of them are. I think just because of the nature of how that feature works. And now I can start getting in and adding the remaining dimensions to kind of lock the rest of this stuff down. But I just think that having that kind of initial location locked down can really help you to not be frustrated and kind of help you to keep your geometry behaving the way you want it to, really. So it's radius 20. This is 150 from this end. Like some of these dimensions are so weird. Who made this drawing? I don't know. Whoever did it makes some weird drawings. Okay. And and that's 66. That's 55. Am I missing a tangency here? Let's grab a blue point and move it around. Oh, missing a vertical. There we go. Fully defined. Boom. It's just that easy. We're going to throw this in here too, because I think we can just cut and include this. So this is going to be at 22 through. And now we can take that whole shape and we can do extrude. And we're going to extrude the whole thing to a width of 80. And that's going to be symmetric. So that gives us that shape. And then we can fillet, and we'll do the full round fillet here. So we'll do this face and this face and this face. Nope. Second side face faces to round, backwards order. This is what happens when you come from a different CAD system. In this face, there we go. So that rounds off that shape. And then I guess I could just do the same thing, right? So shift enter, to repeat that command. Oh, no, it didn't work. All right, fill it. So I guess I could just do full round again here. So this face, and this face. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go, baby. That's a good way to save some time. And then we could do this face here. Begin a sketch. And we're going to center point rectangle this bad boy. Like so. And that is going to be 102. That sounds like a great number there. And then this is going to be 80 minus 14 minus 14. And extrude cut. And remove. This is going to go through all. And then a final feature here. A nice circle. Nice and easy. With a diameter of 40. And extrude. And remove. And through all. Okay. There we go. Final spin. Looks good. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Let's assign a material. This one's plain carbon steel. And 5815. I think that is correct. What we got? Yes, that is correct. I have to look down in my secret vault to see if I got the answers correct. I don't want to accidentally flash anything on the screen. Let's go, baby. That's 2 for 2. What do you guys think, huh? The kids still got it. 5815 for that second one. And that is a little bit of Onshape speed modeling. Speed modeling. Okay. Cool. Try it again. Revise my answer. Okay, go. We're getting some revisions here. I like it. All right. Use fill and other tangent. I need to vent. Why not only make half the part? Yeah, that's exactly it. I said that in the beginning. I explained why in the beginning. Save so much time to mirror the whole part compared to mirroring features, symmetry. Okay, yep. I said it. All righty, cool. So that's pretty good. I think both of those were under 10 minutes, which means that we're kind of on pace for what we're trying to accomplish here today to get all 5 of these done before the end of the hour. So we'll come back and we'll look at a couple more of these. Don't forget, guys, if you guys like this kind of content, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to get some other people to join in. Nice. I like that Aaron and Airwick are going to get into a battle here over mirroring. This is my favorite kind of drama. Some shirts are still available. We're running low on supplies, but the shirts are available at TooTallToby.com. We got... Okay, let's get into it here. Let's find out who got this thing right. This is what we really want right here. Let's bring up this... this guy. Here we go. Here we go. Alrighty. What is the answer to this? What is the mass of this part? I think Will was the first one coming. 4787.95. So we'll call that 4788 from Will. Ivan the Reasonable right behind him, 4788. We got AMO Alex coming in 4571.6. I like it. 4788 from Airwick. Okay, that's good. 4788 from Mr. Alex revising. I like that. 4813, Aaron going off on his own, saying, I think you guys are all wrong. 4788 from John from Jern. And let's see here. 4788, Aaron revising. 4788. It looks like everybody's agreeing. 4788. It's got to be 4788, right? It's got to be. All right, here we go. The correct answer is 4788 plus or minus 2 grams. So very nice. Very, very nice. Congratulations to Will. Smashing it here. Good job. Good job. Very nicely done to Will. Really nicely done to everybody. Everybody got that one right. I guess this one was too easy. This is from the tournament last year. So I can't remember what round it was in, though. Good job to everybody. GG. GG to everybody. GG to Will. GG. GG to everyone. Good game. All right. Let's take a look at another one. Another challenge for you guys. Here we go. Challenge number 2. Everybody, clean off your hands if your hands are dirty. You don't want to be touching the mouse with dirty hands. Because this challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, go. What is the mass of this part in XXX grams? This one is from a long time ago. Good luck with this one. You guys wanted more of a challenge. You got it. Eclipse says, what do you use for your reference images? Just a screenshot or something like PureRef? PureRef? I don't know if you guys are talking about something else or talking about these prints. I just use Windows snipping tool. Although I do have, you know, TechSmith. I do have Camtasia and Snagit and stuff. I could use those, but I just use Windows snipping tool. Practice these models tomorrow evening. Right now, 11 p.m. in India. It's time to go night-night. It's time for sleep. Yeah. That's the problem with 1 p.m. is that it ends up being so late in Europe and in Asia. So don't worry. We're gonna get everybody. We're gonna make sure we get a time that works for everybody. 11 a.m. I think it's been working pretty good. I mean, I know it makes Ivan have to get up. Ivan says, haha, bad dreams. I think this part was me versus Cam. That's right. You guys remember? It was indeed you versus Cam. I remember this one. I'm borrowing from the old days, the old days. All right, good luck to everybody. Ivan's giving you a little hint there in the chat, so check it out. That'll help you out, I think. And good luck to everybody on this one. And we're going to speed through the news. The new TooTallToby site is up. Sign up for TooTallToby.com. You'll have all your NFT dreams come true. There's going to be additional functionality in there too. You know, for example, you're probably seeing the leaderboard is entangled with your user account already. So that's going to help us with long-term data on your leaderboard progress. I did mention I'm teaching this week. If you guys ever are looking to get some training from the best, learn from the best. Toby is the best. Random student. That's a quote from a random student. A random anonymous student. If you want to learn from the best, you can take SolidWorks training with me. Eventually, you'll be able to take some Onshape training with me too, I think. But for now, some SolidWorks training. I'll help you increase your efficiency and use the software more betterer than what you're used to. All right, let's go. Next one, the oven knob. I know everybody's been interested in the oven knob. How do we do the oven knob? Well, that's a good question. If this needs to be conical and this width is planar, essentially, it's two planar faces parallel to one another, then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to revolve this shape here. So this sketch over, up, over. I'm going to revolve that, and then I'm going to cut it to remove this. So I'm going to revolve it, then I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to revolve this shape after that top shape has been cut. This is definitely getting into this idea of feature order creation, because if you don't do this in the correct order, you're going to have a really hard time cutting this shape. So feature order creation, very important, and this will definitely help you out. These models make me cry today. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Let's do a screen capture of this. We got a plan. MMGS ABS oven knob. You guys want to look it up? You can search on my Onshape. Well, you can just search on the public Onshape. And you can find these documents. 23T40 oven knob. Let's go. Let's do this, baby. So like I said, I think that the trick to this one is going to be, it's going to be an issue with order creation. You got to get your order creation down. And I think that the whole trick to this is going to be from plane, begin a new sketch, orient your view, and create a shape like this. So we're going to come up to our 18 here, but then we're going to go up to our max height for that higher section of the oven knob. And that is the trick. You know, a lot of these models, they have tricks to them. If you can figure out the trick, then you're golden. If you're doing it live in front of the whole world, then it's, easier said than done. So 64/2, max height here is, do I have a max height on this thing? 44. And then width at this point of the conical shape, that inner point on that conical shape, or really the outer point, 38/2. Features, revolve axis is going to be this. Boom. Now we're going to go over to the right plane, begin a sketch, and we're going to create this shape. Nope, this shape. And then we're going to mirror that. So this is going to be, these are going to be coincident. And I guess I could just mirror it now, right? This and these. And then I'm going to say, I just did that mirror for Eric, okay? Eric, I hope you enjoyed that mirror. Then this is going to be 20. And then we're going to do an extrude here. And we're going to extrude this using remove. We'll do symmetric. And this could go through all. So it goes through all in both directions. Look at that preview. Look at that. Boom. That's what we wanted. And now that we've got that shape done, now we can create the other shape. So we can do, you know, we could do this from the bottom, or we could even probably just do these, right? We could just do or use or convert on these. Something like this. Oh, sorry, it's got a flat spot there. My bad. Control Z. Something like this. My bad. And then this is going to be from the bottom to there is going to be 30. My brain turned off there for a second. And then this is going to be 45. And that is the trick to that one. If you get, once you get that trick down, it's no problem. You're totally good to go. Revolve. Pick this as our axis. Uh-oh. What am I missing? Maybe I should have brought that all the way in. That's weird. It should have worked, right? Okay, whatever. I'll take it. There we go. So once you get that trick down, then the rest of this all just kind of comes together. I mean, the inside, you know, I guess the inside's a little tricky too. You probably want to show this sketch, and then you could go right plane, begin a sketch, get normal 2, and then you could probably even just take these and offset them, right? You could take this and go offset at 4. Reverse the direction on that. And this is offset at 4 as well. Missed one. Offset that as at 4 as well. And then, you know, that is pretty much just closing this thing off. Oops, I think I picked up a midpoint there by accident. Yeah. So now this is going to be a remove. I love how Onshape shows the preview there. Like, you can just make sure that you got what you wanted there. And then now it's just a matter of getting those that final feature in on the bottom. So new sketch here. I'll give this guy a diameter of 24. Really, I could probably just draw the whole thing here, right? So that's my 24. And then this one is my, I guess these go to different depths. I know you can have them all in one sketch. I don't know why I can't do it. I don't know why. My brain doesn't work right. Just do it all in the same sketch, right? It's so easy. Yeah, I agree. Just my brain doesn't agree. My body does, but my brain doesn't. Or however that works. And that is 12. There we go. And we go on one of these and on one of these. And just this. And that goes to a depth of 20. And I think that's it for that one. Let's assign a material. So this is going to go to, what's this one? ABS? Yeah. ABS. And 50.4. Oh, did I ask for this in 2 places? Whatever. I'm going to say it's right. It's supposed to be 50.43. I'm going to say I got it right. 50.43. 50.43. I got it right. All right, let's see. What do we got for time? 1:46. We're doing good. We're doing great. We got time to do one more, right? I think so. At least one more, maybe another one. Oh, this guy. This one, nobody got. This was Juice vs. Muhammad, and neither of our runners got it. And so it was, you know, it was a push. And I think that there's definitely, there's definitely some elements of this that are going to be challenging. But I think that it's when you look at it at first before you've actually had a chance to really plan it out, it's harder to see what's going to be the gotcha. And in the case of this model, it was just all the different draft angles and the different lengths here. This one has a length of 140. This one has a 130. This one has a length of 140. The draft is a little bit different. This one has a draft of 30 degrees. This one has a draft of 40 degrees. So yeah, I can totally understand why this one was a little bit on the tricky side and why neither of our runners got it. It makes sense. It was, we're in the round of 16, so the models are going to be tougher. So let's give this one a try here, see if we can do this one. And then if we have time, we'll do the last one. But I think we're probably not going to have time for the last one. So we'll just have to save that for another time. So take a screen capture, move this over to my second screen. And we are going to create a new document here in Onshape called 23-T-47. And let's go, baby. I think it's pretty obvious the start for this one is just going to be on the top plane. You're just going to do top plane, and you're going to create the... whatever it's called, the base footprint, I guess you would call it. 150 diameter circle, extrude up to a height of 9er. Now we got that. Now we got the rest of this model. Now, how do we create the rest of this model? Well, what was interesting was watching the runners. They both took an approach of creating an L shape. So both Muhammad and Juiced kind of took this approach. They created this, and then they were thinking mirror, mirror, or circular pattern all the way around. Either way, mirror, mirror, or circular pattern. But I think that if you look at it for a little bit longer, you start to see a different approach, and that's going to be the approach that I'm going to take. And that approach is create this on the front plane, extrude it out to a depth of 35, create this on the right side plane, extrude it out to a depth of 35, and then, do your drafting or whatever you have to do, and then add these as cuts at the end and cut that plus shape out of the middle. So that's what's up. We got Jason Cannon in the chat. What's up, Jason? Giving me a nice job, broski. Jason is my CAD mentor, I guess you could call him. And it means a lot to me that he's in here telling me that I'm doing a good job. Thanks, Jason. You are the true inspiration for all of this. So thank you. And it's great to see you in here, bro. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Front plane, begin a sketch, orient the view. Jason, if you think there's maybe a different way I should approach this, let me know. I'm always interested in hearing your feedback on this kind of stuff. But I think that this is probably looking pretty good here. This is going to be, I think it's going to be a winner for sure. Let's see here. That's going to be 130/2. Let's make that horizontal. And this is going to be at a location of 38 up from the bottom. And this is going to be at an angle here of 20. And then I'm going to mirror this. And that'll mirror about this. All right. And now I can take that whole shape. I guess I could do the holes there too. May as well, right? I don't think there's anything stopping me. The draft is not going to be problematic with those holes, I don't think. So let's do that as well. So let's mirror that. Okay. So this is going to be with diameter 16. This is going to be down 15 from here. And this is going to be at a center to center of 90. Nice, Jason. Nice advice there. All right, here we go. Let's get this to 35, and we'll make that symmetric. There we go. And now we're ready to add that other draft on this thing. Really, I could just do all the draft at the same time. Maybe I'll just wait. I'll just do that. I'll wait. So now we're going to go to this plane, begin a sketch, and this one is going to be that other shape, which is starting here, coming up to that same height. They're all at the same height here. Coming across, down, and we'll close this off. And then we're going to do, I guess this is going to be here too. This one is going to be at that other angle. So that first one was at 40. This one is at 30, so it's 30 over 2. This distance here is going to be, you know, the 140 over 2, so 70. And then this one is going to have that slot shape, which in Onshape, we can do that by creating a line and then taking that line, and it's here underneath the offset command. You can jump into the slot command. So then we can just define the length of the line, and we can define the slot. So it's actually 22. And then the length of the line there is, oh, it's 30 arc to arc. So 30 arc to arc. And then we got our 15 down from the top, just like the hole. And 90 to the center of that. So I guess I'll put a point in here. Okay, now we can mirror that. And that's going to mirror about here. And that's going to be, I love the way Onshape, you don't need to trim. It just kind of like knows what you're trying to do. So cool. Okay, and now we can add our fillets. This is going to be a radius of 15. And that's going to be here and here. And we can add our draft. So that's going to be from this neutral plane at, what's the, 10 degrees per side. And that's going to be this, 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 this. And then we can add our fillet in those corners. It is a true cylindrical fillet with a radius of 13. That's basically just meant to say it doesn't happen before the draft. It's not, it doesn't become conical with the draft. It's just a cylindrical fillet. That was the point of that note. There's a note on the print for that. Okay, and now our final feature. I feel like this took just as long as it took for the guys to do it the other way. Maybe it's not that good of a, maybe it's not that much better of an approach, because I feel like they actually were faster than what I'm doing. But I guess I'd have to go and look at the clock. Time moves differently during the tournaments, you know? Oh, that's good. I ended up making that, yeah, misclick. So this is 12 and whatever. Doesn't matter the other way. And once again, Onshape just knows what to do with that geometry. And there we go. There is our mount plate. Mount plate. So let's assign a material to this. Assign material of TooTallToby custom material 1060 alloy. Boom. And let's see if we got it right. 660.2. Is that correct? I think that's correct. That's correct. That is correct. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Alrighty, alrighty. Well, there we go. That's it. That's our Onshape speed modeling challenge. I think we got pretty close to what I was hoping for. I wanted to do 5 models, but we did 4. I think that's still pretty good. 4 models in under an hour. Speed modeling world champion of Model Monday Live. Here we go. This last one, you know, this one was funny because, like, I think anyone else in the tournament would have struggled really hard with this model. I think this model, it would have been, this is a tricky model. Like, when you first look at this model and you think to yourself, like, okay, how am I going to build this? I'm going to build this tombstone shape like this on an angle, and then I'm going to, you know, then I'll figure out what else is going on with it. It's not that easy because everything has to line up. This is one of these models where, like, the customer doesn't give you a lot of dimensions, but just the way that things line up, the way that this has to line up here, the way that the customer gives us this as a height and then gives us that to line up there. Like, that's all stuff that is very difficult to just kind of make work. And the one person in the tournament who I think naturally designs it a way that would lend itself to this model is Juiced. And the Wheel of Fate spun on Saturday, and Juiced got this model. And so it was just kind of like, all right, like, you know, the wheel is the one that decides, and the wheel gave the perfect model to the perfect candidate to run that model, like with his design technique. And what I mean is that the trick to this one, the solution to this one, is to just lay this out. Like if you were using SolidWorks and you created this sketch on the front plane and then created all new sketches for all the other features, but you were referencing the dimensions you created in that layout sketch, you'd be done so fast because everything that you need is just right there waiting for you. And that's kind of how Juice designs just naturally. Like he naturally just kind of lays everything out and then rips through the model. So if you wanted to go back and watch the way Juice did this, I think there's a lot to be learned from that. But I think there's also probably some takeaways, like maybe there is some merit to just kind of laying out an entire view, or at least the perimeter of a view, and then using those endpoints to help drive the solid geometry that you make downstream. Anyhow, if you like those speed modeling runs, be sure to like, be sure to comment, be sure to subscribe. Super Chat is open. Of course, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Super Genius for giving to the Super Chat today. Our Super Chat supporter, very much appreciated. If anybody else wants to give to Super Chat, it is still open. And of course, be sure to share and reshare if you like what we're doing here on Model Monday Live. Challenge your friends, let your coworkers know. This is a kind of a fun place to be, to challenge yourself to create 3D CAD models against the rest of the chat. If you want to practice, we got over 80 videos now in the practice models playlist, and it's growing every week. As you saw last week, I think we released 3 more practice models last week. So, all right, here we go. Answer number 2. What is the mass of this part, the carrier base? Who got this one? I didn't even see who was getting it because I was zoned in on my Onshape challenges. So let's see here. What do we got? Will coming in 330.73, coming in hot. 330.73. Aaron C coming in 321.019. Very nice. Will revising to 322. AMO Alex 315.5. Aaron Christensen revising to 322. Okay, wow, interesting. So Aaron came in with the very first answer, right, at 330. Well, 331. And then revised to 322. Very nice. After Will coming in 322. What else we got here? AMO Alex 322. Very nice. Very nice. What else we got? Anybody else gonna answer this one? Looks like Jason Cannon coming in here 322. And we got Jern coming in here 322 as well. Modeled in Build 123D. Very nice. If you guys want to see some Build 123D, check out the leaderboard. All right, guys. I think I got everybody. The correct answer is 322G. Very nice. Very nice to everyone who ran today. It looks like everybody was able to get through and get the right answer. This is another tricky part. The angle, the dimensions that are on that angled part of the pipe, the cutouts that are in there. This would definitely be a tough one to machine. I don't know how you're going to get in there and machine that larger diameter in the middle, but I thought it'd be a fun one. I think it was when we did this during the tournament, one thing that was kind of tricky was this diameter being different from this diameter. It's very easy to assume that these two line up, but they actually are slightly different, and you got to watch the print. When I was doing the test model, I forgot to punch this hole all the way through. I did this shape down here as a revolve, and after I did the revolve, I didn't realize that I had forgotten to punch that hole through. I still had a solid wall here. So a couple of different places you can get caught up in this one. Did Aaron win? No, I think Will won, right? Will was the first one to answer 322. 322, right? Will 330, Aaron 321. There's no tolerance on this one. Will 322. No tolerance. Sorry, Aaron. There's no tolerance. We've no tolerance in this live stream. So Will 322. There's no tolerance on this one. When it's in full units and the units are small enough, I'll just, it'll just be to the nearest unit. So very nicely done to Will. Very nicely done to Aaron. They were neck and neck. I'm curious, Aaron, what was different? What did you change to get from 321 to 322? Because that doesn't seem like that much of a, that much changed for you to get there. So just let us know in the chat. It's kind of interesting. How intolerant. Yes, Ex Machina Engineering, indeed. Yeah, first mistake. Yep. Only filleted one edge on accident in the original. These edges down here. Yeah. Okay. That'll do it. That'll do it. Yep. That would get rejected by inspection. At least at some of the places that I've worked. Some of the places they wouldn't even catch it in inspection. Congrats to our winners today. Will, clean sweep once again. Will is on a tear. He's got his he's got a big challenge coming up in the tournament, right? Will's got, I think, a couple of challenges coming up in front of him, right? Because he's on the track. Yeah, Will's got Victor K this coming next week, September 30th. He's got Victor K, and then the winner of that match is going to go up against Juiced. So if Will can get through Victor K, then it's going to be Will versus Juiced. And we're going to see. But if you watch Juiced from this weekend, it looked like maybe he's got a couple of little flaws in his strategy. So maybe he can somehow exploit them. I don't know how, because it's not like you're really sending garbage his way or anything like in Tetris, but maybe there's something you can do. All right, Glenn, thank you. So glad Juice isn't in my bracket, says Aaron. Yeah. You got plenty of competition in your bracket too, man. All these brackets are pretty stacked, so it's pretty interesting to see how this all works out. I'm obviously very emotionally invested. If you guys want to learn more about Onshape, check out the Onshape playlist. TooTallToby learning Onshape. We got this weekend Aaron C versus Jed. Yep, Jed scares me. Yes, indeed. We got Imans versus JMD. Number 2 seed, I think. JMD. Can't remember, but he's pretty high up there. And I think, Aaron, in your bracket, you have the inventor. You have the inventor user, right? In your bracket. Josh. So I'm not going back and looking. I'm just trying to remember. But yeah, I think you have Josh also. So get through Jed, then you're gonna. If Josh gets through his match, then you're gonna have to get through Josh. So good luck. Guys, this was a lot of fun today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me while I did some speed modeling practice in Onshape. I'll try to make those into tutorial videos, so if you want to go back and watch the video, if you didn't get a chance to watch today, that'll be a chance for you to go back and watch it. Alex, yep, Alex is here. Alex is coming back, more dangerous than ever. Absolute beast. Cool modeling today. Tournament on Saturday. Join us at the tournament. Model Monday Live next week, 11 a.m. I think that's the end of what I have to say to you guys today. So thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing the modeling. I'm going to be teaching this week, so I might not be coming out with quite as much content as last week, but we'll see what happens. I know you guys are really enjoying those practice models. I'll try to come out with some more tutorials on how to solve some of those practice models too. And of course, be sure to share, be sure to grab some screen captures. Go back and watch the tournament, grab a screen capture of like the two screens side by side and share it onto your social media network. And let people know that we're doing this and get some more people in there. It's always good to keep growing. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you guys so much. Great job to everybody. Congrats to Will. Congrats to everyone. Congrats to Aaron. Congrats to Jason Cannon. I'll see you guys either on Saturday or next Monday. Bye, everybody.